Welcome aboard to episode 95 of the FlameFlash.m podcast. I'm your Flame Flash, and we'll get started with the Raptor report because we're, well, a day late. Fortunately, Raptor has this awesome ability now to set up when you want your summary emails. So, my summary email comes to me on Thursday, so I'm still going to be right on track for next Thursday when we record at our usual time. Starting off things, The Sims 3. Now, I'm aware the University just came out. I have not picked it up yet. It looks awesome. I want it. It's on its way. Which is much more than I can say for SimCity. I've heard a lot of strife regarding SimCity. I feel sorry for those that pre-ordered and were highly disappointed. But I didn't join the throng, so I don't really have more to comment on than that. Doing some checking to see how EA and Maxis are handling the situation, so we might have some actual news come next week. But since I'm behind, I kind of fell behind on reading some of my news sources as well, so it'll be a little short on the news this week as well. And on gaming. Clearly I've been busy. The next one up is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I got my butt kicked on the IGN League. It's still going on. It's really hard to find my opponents or to nail them down on times. But, c'est la vie. It's not for money, it's for fun. So, I shall continue. New Super Mario Brothers U. Yeah, that's right. So, after being as hard as I was on the Wii U, we end up buying one. Why? Because our Wii died. Backwards compatibility issues for your downloads don't matter as much when your Wii has completely given up the ghost anyway. So the GameCube moved down, the Wii moved up to where the GameCube was and is now a glorified Netflix system. So I don't think it's been used since it moved up. And the Wii U is in its new home. I'm impressed. I really am. New Super Mario Bros. U actually didn't get a lot of our playtime, though. It's a Mario. It's a Mario. That's it. It's cool. It's fun. But it's a Mario. It's not... The gamepad definitely adds that unique element. I can be sitting here, not facing the television, and doing boost mode to help out the family as they go forth as Mario, Luigi, and the Toads. So it's nice in a family my size that we're adding a fifth controller to the mix. I hope this trend continues. I would love to see more systems, PS4, go to a fifth player, at least. It'd be awesome. Minecraft. I actually sat down and tried out Minecraft. My cousin has a server set up, multiplayer server set up, and so I went out there and subsequently blew up the wall of the base because a creeper came and snuck up behind me. I am a Minecraft noob. Very, very clearly a Minecraft noob. I see the appeal, lightly. I think it's something I would prefer to solo in, probably, or host. I don't know why, but I was pretty laggy when connected. Now, that's either because this multiplayer world that he has at this point has grown pretty large, and so my computer just can't handle it. I just don't know. I have the latest version of Java. Java. But it didn't work as well as I expected given the graphics. But I can certainly understand why, given how large the worlds can become. Brave the video game. I believe daughter and I have one level left to go in this one. She then wants to go back and collect all of the pieces that she may have missed in previous levels. So I'll eventually be getting a trophy out of her, more trophies out of her, just thanks to that. Granted, I'm playing with her, so it works out. I'm earning these trophies fair and square. Certainly not a game I would be normally playing on my own, but it's fun, especially with her. Nintendo Land approaches. This is the included game with the black Wii U, which is what we picked up. And size matters, people. Hard drive size matters. I know you can put an external drive on there, but why push yourself into the external sooner than you have to? That's my question. Nintendo Land is amazing. I don't really know the small group play of Nintendo Land much, but we have been playing the heck out of the two of the three, excuse me, of the Nintendo Land minigames that are for up to 5 people. One person takes the gamepad, and you control either the adversary or the victim, we'll say. On the one that's least popular, we actually get 2 adversaries, and you control one each with the left or right stick. Not as much fun for the kids. They run around then collecting candy in their hats. And it's okay, but clearly Daddy has an advantage on this one. Because a certain little 4-year-old doesn't quite understand he needs to run away. Which takes us to... Oh, I'm yawning again. Great. Which takes us to the Chase Me, which is probably the one that Red Flare and I like the most, because it's like tag without having to get off your butt. I think that's how she described it. We can play tag with the kids this way. One of you is Mario, and you run from 4 toads. Well, in a Mario costume, I should say, because we're all... Our Miis are what's dressed up. That's where you register your Miis. The odd thing about both of these games so far is as you are setting up your Nintendo Network ID, it advertises, hey, your game saves are going to be bound to this account. No. No. Don't know why, but no. Didn't happen. I'm highly disappointed in that, actually. It's one reason why I probably haven't played more of New Super Mario Bros. U, because I'm a family of 5 gamers. There are only 3 save slots. What am I supposed to do? World of Warcraft. Finally. On the last. We only ranked up 6.5 hours. Clearly I was busy. Clearly. Gross. Um, since then, I guess we'll segue into the news. 5.2 has launched. The 5.2 trailer, as I was preparing these notes, became available. Absolutely fantastic. They're linked on the show notes. Go watch it if you haven't. Even after the patches come out, it's awesome. I love it. StarCraft 2's Heart of the Swarm is also out. The trailer for it. It's not actually out until I believe March 12th. But 5.2 so far has been satisfying for me. I am farming, literally, for rep. I have yet to go to the Thunder Isle. I just haven't. But thanks to the fact that now all of your dungeon running and scenario running is linked to also gaining rep, I'm much more inclined to go. Much more. I see a point to it. Aside from possibly getting rep, I get guaranteed rewards for running scenarios and dungeons now. That's not something I got before 5.2. So, next week, hopefully, if I have time, I will be raving very positively about scenarios and dungeons. We'll see. I am a dad, so the younglings come first, and Red Flare's currently fighting off plague. Hopefully, she's better in the morning. So they've announced more characters for PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Zeus and Isaac Clarke. Their intro movies are also linked. They're the first pay characters. A little wary of it, but fortunately Sony hooked us all up with a $10 voucher last month. Not sure how they decided who to hook up with the $10 voucher, but if you haven't gone to check your PlayStation messages, you really should. I'd have more news, but we're almost out because I just haven't had the time to gather. But what I do have is Whose Line Is It Anyway? Returning to the CW this summer. That's awesome. I'm very pleased with this. It's not going to be the same host. It's not going to be Drew Carey, is my understanding. But I really don't care. He was fine. I have no issues with Carey. But it's the Colin, Ryan, and Wayne who really bring life to the show, who are so enjoyable to watch. So I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time in probably a while I'll try to actively find this thing on television, live television, instead of catching it later on Netflix. Last but not least, League of Legends hits open beta for the Mac. I tried to download it and run it, but clearly the Mac is too old. 5.2 is no longer supported on the Mac, so that tells you something. Not because I haven't wanted to get 10 point whatever we're at, 7, 10.8, but just because I can't run anything better than that. Just won't run. Oh well. Maybe eventually. For now, we wait. We wait and we watch and we see how long it takes for the Mac to no longer be capable of running World of Warcraft, which will be a sad day. The first computer in our home that could run it. Well, I'm over on Raptor. I'm over on Twitter. Come to the blog, flameflash.net. raptr.com/flameflash. Come look me up. We'll share achievements, and we shall bask in our various gamer scores, trophy levels, and other whatnots. Signing off for the week. Good night.